My dear beloved students, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, dear students? I hope all of you are fine and performing your duty very sincerely. Students, I am Marufa Akter, English teacher of Shaheed Uttam Lieutenant Anwar Girls College. Girls, you requested me to give this class, that's why I am here to conduct your class today. Can you guess what I am going to make you learn today? Yes, dear. Creative question number 11. You informed me to present this class in front of you. That's why I have prepared for your better understanding. I think all of you are ready to enjoy this class. To write this question without memorizing, you need more attention. So get ready with copy and pen. Students, question number 11 is creative question. And in this question, you will get 3 items. Don't be afraid, girls. Though it has 3 items, these are not hard. These are very easy. So listen to me very attentively. First one, question. Here you will get 3 questions or 5 questions. When you will get 3 questions, you have to write according to that 5 sentences in one para. Sometimes you will get 5 questions. That time also you have to write 5 sentences. Second one, fill in the blank. You will get a passage. Then you have to fill this blank with your sense. And you have to make a story. And after writing this blank will give you a very clear sense. Last one is schedule. You will get a schedule. From that schedule, you have to write 5 sentences in your own way. Without memorizing the question, if you want to write this answer, then you have to learn something before going to the question. First of all, number. Cardinal number and ordinal number. Cardinal numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I have given you 10 numbers, but in your book you will get more than these. You will learn all these. Then go to ordinal number. First, you can write full form or short form, both are right. But very carefully, you have to memorize the spelling. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. To say ninth, here you don't have N-I-N-E, you have N-I-N-T-H. Remember this. Then you have to know the use of some prepositions. As for example, before time, you have to use at. You think now 10 a.m. So before that time you have to use at 10 a.m. Before day, from Saturday to Friday, before day you have to use preposition on. Before month you have to use in. I have given here example for your clear perception. So very attentively say this and write in your copy. Before year, you have to use in. Example, in 2020. Before date with month, you have to use on. Example, on 3rd May. Dear, now look at the question. How you will get in the question paper. Write 5 sentences about your Friday activity considering the following points. Write the time in numbers and activity sequence in ordinal numbers in your writing. Here, I have marked some words. Your Friday activity, on the other hand, the time in numbers, activity sequence in ordinal numbers. First question, how do you start your Friday? Second, how many activities do you perform in Friday morning? Last one, what time does each activity begin? Girls, I told you, you will get here 3 questions or 5 questions. When you get 5 questions, it's very easy for you to write the answers because only those question answer, if you write in one para, your answer is okay. But from the 3 questions, you face problem. That's why I have mentioned here 3 questions. And I think after this class, you won't face any problem. Okay, let's start the answer. First, how you will start? Your question was, how do you start your Friday? Girls, look at very carefully. Here, all the questions are in present indefinite. That means you have to write the answer in present indefinite. According to the question's instruction, you have to write it is present or past or future. But most of the time, you will get in present indefinite or future indefinite. So, you will write according to the question, and it is present indefinite. That's why you must write in present indefinite. Answer, Friday is my weekend and I start my weekend at 5 am. As it is mentioned, your activity, so you have to write here your activity. In the morning, I perform 3 activities. Perform Fajr prayer, recite the Holy Quran, and help my mom to prepare breakfast. My first activity begins at 5:10 am. My second activity begins at 5:40 am. My third activity begins at 6:30 am. Students, very carefully notice here, before time I have written here at. And you must write here, don't forget to use at. And another one, 3 activities I have mentioned here with different color because you can write if you want or you can't write if you don't want. It depends on your creativity. If you write, your answer is right. If you don't write, your answer is also right. Perform Fajr prayer, recite the Holy Quran, and help my mom to prepare breakfast. It depends on your capability. But must use ordinal number because it is mentioned in the question. You have to write sequence in ordinal number. 3 activities you have performed, so 3 ordinal number you have to use. As for example, first, I have written here long form or short form first. Any one you can write. Second, third, and before time, don't forget to use at. I think you have understood now. Second item, fill in the blank. Question, fill in the blank by writing the time so that the story makes a sense. And I told you at the beginning of the class, you have to write the time and you have to make the sense clear. And very carefully watch time, the time I have marked here. And if you get here before time at, no need to write in the answer at, but if you don't get at that time, you have to write. But in this fill in the blank, you will get this at in the question. And sometimes in the question, you will get only blank without marking A, B, C, D or E. If you don't get A, B, that time you have to write the full passage in your answer. But students, when you will get in the blank A, B, C, D or E, that time you can write only answer. Okay. A number I have given here 11 p.m. It depends on your creativity when you will write. And next one, 5 a.m. In the question, it is mentioned after 6 hours. So you will count this, then you have to write the answer. Then prayer time, 5:10 a.m. D. Morning exercise time, I have given here 6 a.m. And breakfast time, I have given 7:30 a.m. If you want to write 8:30, that is also right. You will write according to you. Just you have to remember when you will write. And you have to understand the question instruction. As in the question A, after that you have to write after 6 hours. So if you wrote here 10 p.m., then you have to write here 4. But if you wrote here 12 p.m., so you have to write here 6 a.m. But students, here it is mentioned about prayers. So according to that, you have to write that about your prayer time. You have to know the prayer time. After that, you have to write the answer. And breakfast time, you will write from 7 to 8:30. And within this time, you will write this. It's not mandatory to follow this, but it's better to follow. Then lunch hour, you will just mention from 12:30 to at best 2:30, not more than that. At dinner time also, you will give from 9 to or 8 to 10. Within this time, you will try to write. If you want to write other time, that is also right. But it is mentioned just for your better understanding for your writing. Sometimes in the exam, you feel nervous. To overcome this, I have mentioned this. You can write in your copy, and according to that, you can write your answer. Last part of the question. You will get a schedule like this. Here is a schedule of daily activities of a doctor. Write 5 sentences using the hours of the day when the doctor does these activities. Students, very carefully see this does. That means the question's instruction is present indefinite. You have to write the answer in present indefinite. And here you have got hours of the day. Sometimes you will get day or month or year, but most of the time you get day and time. Activities. Look at the activities: getting up and performing Fajr prayer. Second one, taking breakfast. Third one, going to hospital. Fourth one, returning home. Fifth one, taking dinner and going to bed. Here all the instructions are in verb ing. But students, when you write in the answer, all the verb ing you have to convert into present form. As for example, getting will be get. As subject is third person singular number, the doctor, so in your answer you have to write gets. And if it is instructed like your activity, that time no need to add s or yes. As your subject is third person, that's why you have to use s or yes. So get will be gets, performing will be performs, taking will be takes, going will be goes, returning will be returns, taking will be takes. Let's match your answer. The doctor gets up and performs Fajr prayer at 5 a.m. he or she, that means your doctor can be male or female. Anyone you can write. She takes her breakfast at 7 a.m. She goes to hospital at 7:30 a.m. She returns home at 6:30 p.m. She takes dinner and goes to bed at 10:30 p.m. Students, from the beginning of the class, you have learned some prepositions, and here you have got time. Before time, you must use at. Don't forget to use this. Thus, I think it's clear to you now and you have understood very clearly. If you don't understand or if you miss any point, so you can watch the class again and again. At least you can watch the class 2 times, and that time it will be very easy to you. No need to memorize this answer. You can write in your own way, just only to learn at the beginning of the slides what I mentioned, as for example prepositions and numbers. Then it will be easy to you to write these answers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. And don't forget to perform 5 times prayer and learn your lesson very attentively. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.